Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. Today's tip is to not gamble. I feel like this should be a really obvious one, but I I've noticed that I live in Illinois and gambling machines became legal a few years back. I don't remember exactly what year, but I was a bartender when I was in my early 20s. The gambling machines were not legal, they were for entertainment only, but they still paid out. And people would gamble and they would spend hours upon hours just sitting there watching these machines spin. And it wasn't even like when I was a kid, my grandparents' friends had like an old-fashioned slot machine and they'd give me like a bucket of nickels. And I mean, they would just like the nickels were constantly recycled essentially. They'd like empty the machine, put it in the bucket, and then, the kids would play it. And, you'd put in the nickels and you'd pull the handle and you'd watch and, you'd click, 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 click. And so, there was some entertainment. Now it's just electronic sounds and a button you hit and, And the thing is that it's designed to give you a dopamine hit and it's designed to make you win just enough and see people win just enough that you keep trying. I had a friend who I remember she won $100,000 in Vegas on a slot machine. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, what did she play?" And it was a single pull. It was a $500 machine, and it was her last $1,000. The first pull she lost. The second pull she won. Thank God, because she would have been stranded in Vegas. She had a huge gambling problem, and she's like, "Yeah, but I won." Well, she had won $60,000, and then she at the Harrah's or Empress or whatever the local casino was that she went to, and then she flew to Vegas, and that $60,000 she lost that entire $60,000, and then ended up winning the 100,000. So then she's still 40,000 up, but then she came back and she lost all of that too. Uh, so she never really got ahead, and she made a six-figure income. And she'd been making a six-figure income for 13 years at that point, and it was 1999, and had been making a six-figure income for 13 years. She was still renting an apartment, broke. Everything was getting repossessed. She couldn't afford bills because she had a huge gambling problem. So she had the money and just had a problem. But now people are finding, if you look, so we have a huge discrepancy in how much people make. And if you go up to like Naperville, where people are living in multi-million-dollar homes, you rarely see signs for the gambling machines. If you come down to some of the more rural areas where we struggle more socioeconomically, then you see the gaming machines at every restaurant, gas station. We have multiple gaming things just for gaming, like where it's just like some slot machines, and like I think you have to legally sell food or something, so you get like soda, maybe like a little individual bottle of wine and like pretzels or something. But people are spending all of their money on gambling and they're not getting ahead. But there's that connection because if you're desperate, you feel like you need it, and so you keep trying and trying and trying. And it's a really crap form of entertainment. Two, you're going to lose money. The house always wins, but they're preying on you. Um, Honestly, I don't even really normally play the lottery. I think I would say I used to spend an average of $6 to $12 a year on lottery. It would be at random. It wouldn't even be because like the jackpot was big. It would just be because I decided to buy a ticket for some reason. And I haven't bought a lottery ticket in, I don't know. Did I buy any? I don't know if I've bought any since 20, or no, I did buy think 2020 was the last time I bought a lottery ticket in Florida. Pre-pandemic. So, it was, it's just not worth it. So don't gamble. I mean, assume any money you're going to spend gambling is going to be a loss. And then like think about it. Like, is it really worth it? Is that entertaining? Like, are you getting your money's worth of entertainment from it? And the thing is that it'll eventually create an addiction. I mean, not necessarily guaranteed, but there's a good chance it could. So just stay away from gambling. Stay away from lottery, gambling machines. I mean, depending on how good you are with things, you could buy raffle tickets for like charity. Like some people do the 50-50 raffles, or they'll, buy raffle tickets from a kid's school or soccer team or whatever. And if you don't have a gambling problem and you're doing it because you're really like, if you win, you win, but you're mainly donating to the kid's cause, then that's a lot different than if you're doing it to win. Never gamble to win, because you're not going to. And it's a waste of money. And you can take that money and put it any number of places and have a better benefit. So just don't gamble. Skip the trip to Vegas. Don't gamble your money away. Just don't do it. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.